This video is about my truth, about being honest with myself. I thought maybe one day I'll decide to share it with everyone else because maybe someone will feel identified as how I'm feeling in this moment in time. Let's dive in. My name is Clara. I am 32 and I am lost. Oh man, I'm not even started. I've lived most of my life in survival. I thought I wasn't, and I thought I was healing, I was growing, and I was in a way. Actually, I was living in my ego. My ego took control of my life because it was trying to protect me, and that's absolutely fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But that made me live in survival, meaning I wouldn't enjoy anything, and I'll either be living in my past and suffering from depression, or I will be having a lot of anxiety because I'll be worrying about the future. And I wasn't capable to live the present. And I was conscious of it, but I didn't know how to change it. I didn't know how to just be present. I tried everything that I found. I just didn't know. And the reason I think I didn't know is because I needed to break through everything that I created in this reality of my ego and my survival mode. And that's why, me being 32, I decided to leave my flat, sell everything that I had, and just take like 4 things. My plan is to go solo traveling. Basically lose all control that I had on anything. My life, as many people, has been an absolute roller coaster. I feel like I've had a lot of breakthroughs in my life and what people would call also like an awakening. I've hit many lows that allowed me to grow, but somehow I still felt stuck because as soon as I was stepping into the unknown, that's basically where we should be living, and that's the present. I will search for something that gave me that safety feeling. And how did I search that? In my case, I searched it in relationships. I've had times where I've been single, but in general, I've always searched to either have a relationship or a situationship or someone that gave me that safety that I felt I was missing. So therefore, I attracted relationships while I was in a state of fear. I was calling what I was feeling about myself. I didn't feel safe on my own skin. I didn't feel capable of many things. And therefore I attracted people that reinforced that I wasn't good enough, that I didn't deserve to be loved, that I didn't deserve effort. I didn't deserve someone that will choose me every day and will fight for me every day. I chose people that will be inconsistent. I even chose like people that has been abusive or narcissist in the past. And I chose people that made me want to be addicted to this survival mode because the ego wanted me to stay there because that's what the ego wants. The ego didn't want me to leave that. So therefore, I searched these relationships. And with that, I want to say also, I wasn't a healthy person. Ooh, that was a wasp. I wasn't a healthy person to be around either because me being in that survival mode and me being in that process, it made me someone like people would call anxious attachment. I become very addicted very quickly, and therefore people will feel very trapped with me because I didn't know who I was. I didn't know what I wanted. And anyway, the people that are attracted in that moment will be people that will be avoidant, people that will like make me feel abandoned because that's what I thought I will always feel until now. And now I am actually my lowest yet on my highest. It's a strange one. But for first time I chose myself. For first time I promised myself I will never abandon myself. For first time I realized that I've learned everything that I do not want in a friendship, in a relationship. I still don't know what I want though, because I'm still searching myself. I'm still figuring it out who I am. I just stepped in the unknown and I'm scared. I'm scared because I don't know what I want to do in this life. I'm still searching that. I know I want to be in service of others. I know I want to be able to help others if I can, but yet I don't know how I want to do that. And it feels very lonely. We live in Earth. We live with other people. And it's a very natural thing to want to have people with who you can share your life, with who you can say, hey, this has happened, with who you can celebrate life and enjoy life. Yet, we can only be that when we are comfortable in our own skin. Because otherwise, when we're surrounded with people, we're constantly searching for everything we are lacking instead of us providing and just being. And that's the ego. And I know that because I was in the ego, I wasn't being right by others, neither others were the right people for me. They were the right people, don't take me wrong, because they had to teach me what I had to learn to get to this point. And I'm forever grateful from every person that has been in my life. But as soon as you start changing and focusing on who you are and allow to let go of things, stop trying to control everything that it's happening around you. You find yourself, and that doesn't take that we're still human and that we still will want to have people around us and people with who to share. You wouldn't go from a place of a needing, more of a wanting. And that means that you will respect yourself, and therefore you will attract people that will respect you in the same wavelength. But right now, I'm still in the process to reach a point of peace within myself, acceptance, and a point of love. I have moments where I fully feel all them things and I feel so calm and so understanding and so aligned with everything. But other moments I get trapped to my old self of the ego, and I will either obsess over the past or worry about the future because that's all I've known. And it's hard to let it go. And therefore I feel like I am going through the night of the dark soul. The dark soul night, I don't know how it's called. Yeah, I'll be honest. And I need to be honest with myself. I never allowed it to fully let myself go into this feeling. Every time this started as I am in now, I searched for something out there to hold on. I didn't want to feel this. I wasn't maybe ready, but now I am. And maybe if I post this video, one day I will post another video where I will show you the outcome after me allowing myself to go through this. And then just show how this was worth it. If you're feeling this way, no, I understand you. There is days where I'm just like, really, I can't do this anymore. And that's absolutely fine. That's one of the things that I learned years ago. We come alone and live alone. We've got into this body, therefore we come alone in this body and live alone in this body. The only person that's going to be there from beginning to end is going to be you. And that's why it's so important how you treat yourself, how you think of yourself, how you present yourself. This is the only thing you can change and you have control over yourself. That gives you a lot of power and it's very scary. It's not about like making everything around you as you desire, because desire in a way is a bit of an ego. It's about being so okay in your own space and in your own skin that whatever happens around you, it won't affect what you've built within. When I think about manifestation and I think about like building these desires, how many times you've wanted something really badly and when you get there you're like, it wasn't that a big deal. It's because it's not about goals, although you need to have direction. It's about the journey. But it's about enjoying every moment that you live. A goal is a second in your life. Journey is every day, every second of the day. And that's why the journey is so much more important. It's so important that when you set a goal, make sure it's for yourself. With doing social media, I try my hardest to be my true self, but it's so hard to be your true self when you're not 100% sure who you are and you're constantly changing. When you do social media, people knows you for a thing, and then when you start changing, it feels like even harder to change or to keep changing, because it's not just you changing around a few friends, you're changing in front of a whole public that knows you for whatever it is, and it makes you question yourself because people questions you. And that's why I realized how important it is to be true to myself, because if you know who you are, you will respect your changes and you won't put so much power in towards what others might say or might judge you for. And you will just understand that the other judging you is just a form of them showing their own healing and their own problems. But I found that I was scared to be true because I was scared to be true to myself. So I was scared to be true to the public, not because I was scared of what others will judge, it's because I was judging myself. I'm still working on it and I'm still trying my best. Anyways, this video feels like so serious. But you know, like, I really hope that if this video finds you, is to help you in some way. It doesn't mean you have to be going through exactly what I'm going through. It doesn't mean that you just have to have the same type of my life. And also, it doesn't mean you have to deal with the situation how I'm dealing the way I am dealing. Because it's your own path. You choose how you do it. You choose how you see it. Every video I do, I hope in a way or other it brings something to the person that's watching it. Doesn't matter what it is. There is no right or wrong. Yeah. But here I am. Still trying to figure out who I am. Still trying to figure out what I'm going to do in life. One thing I am sure is that every step I take moving forward, it's going to be aligned to who I am. But every step, no matter how scary it is, I'm going to take it and learn from it or grow from it. Anyways, if you've been watching this till the end, congratulations, you made it to the end. I really hope that if you're going through any of this, you keep going because you got this. We got this. Trust. I love you. Bye.